From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
First and 10, Eason.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Looking right. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And 10. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
From the gun is Eason.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turn. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right?
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there. It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Sanders with a first down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw in there to him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Eason. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Eason to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch, one-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
To number 16.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returnable here from the 38. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Operating from the gun. Eason taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Eason. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Mike, 40. Mike, 4. Go, go, go. Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Mike, 54. It's a party.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Eagles 7. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing again. Eason. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And maybe getting a little too... There on the punt return, sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Davion Taylor. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you a point, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going deep this time for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
On the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
On play action, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz on the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Eagles 15. Austin McGinnis.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Eason. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Eason. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Eason.
Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Play action. It's Eason.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. To throw, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Number 89.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Wentz now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The yard at the 26-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Again, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Wentz to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Eagles 23.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3-and-out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 23.
Wentz now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Number 16.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
And 5 at the 49ers' 7-yard line.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Throwing is Wentz. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Sanders, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Miles Sanders
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Eagles 38, 49ers 31. Austin McGinnis.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute... He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 40.
A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On first down, it's Sanders. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
His kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
big word.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and
Both
10.
defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to